Okay, let's talk quick and easy gains. What I'm looking at is class of 2024's line progressing over time, and how can we collectively try and get an up flick here to head us in a more successful direction. And for that, I've got two tips. One of them is very quick and easy, almost instantaneously, and the other one might require a bit of a rummage around to find a document. So step number one, you've got your SmartLearn. Here's a student that does maths, physics and further maths, and what I'm about to say for physics applies evenly to all subjects. You need to distribute your efforts across all of your subjects. This example is going to be in the context of physics. And if you were to search your tasks for test, T-E-S-T, then we're just looking at end of chapter tests. These are very impactful for your Top Gun score. And right at the top here, we've got the end of chapter test for the lowest score end of chapter test here. So I can click on that link there to open up all of the questions in the Word document so that I can read the context should I be presented with like a follow-on question. And then I've got complete form, skip the correct, and then I'm straight in, and anything I type into these boxes has a chance of being a gain, a positive contribution to your learning outcomes, and a positive contribution to the 2024 flight path. If you've got a little bit more time, then I would suggest clicking on past papers only, past papers, click on past papers, and then all we're looking at now is past papers, and you should be very concerned about this area here. If you've got a past paper recorded score with a really small score like 7%, 5%, 10% in this case, that means that was done during a double lesson as a question of interest, and this is currently the score for that question of interest. You then sat in the room for the whole of the 2 hours and pretty much nearly would have completed these tests. Perhaps another 15 minutes required for that one, but this one would have been completed and this one would have been completed. So what is the easy task in this situation? The easy task is find this paper, finish it if needed. It should be nearly finished. It should be finished. Mark that paper. Here is the mark scheme. Record your score for that paper. So there's the second positive contribution you can make to the 2024 flight path. So there's an opportunity for us to make a like-for-like comparison with class of 2020 coming up on March the 17th. March the 17th is where class of 2020's game stopped. And so if we have a look at the number of past papers per student and compared to class of 2020, we'll be able to make that comparison like for like when we get to the 17th of March. Over the course of the days leading to 17th of March, we will hopefully increase this number by 3 because all of the students are going to do the half-term homework, which is the full suite of 2022's exam sequence, modelling, exploring and unified. You'll then do progress point 3, which will be a modelling, exploring and unified. That's going to add another 3. And then you've got questions of interest, first week back. That's going to add another 2. And then hopefully you'll be inspired via this message to do a little bit more, do a little bit extra. You know, an M3 paper does take less than an hour to sit, mark and record, and you really should be sort of forward thinking, making sacrifices of your time today to facilitate better choices for yourself in the future.